Storytide and HarlequinAudio present The Great Misfortune of Stella Sedgwick by Isabelle. Performed by Savy Des-Etages. For Odessa, the brightest star in my life. Part 1. A proper lady has a soft demeanor, but mustn't be too shy to defend her values. Letters to Fiona Flippant, August 1860. 1. Ayrshire, England, March 1868. Contrary to appearances, I do not usually begin my mornings by shoving delivery boys to the ground. I know it's horribly unladylike of me, but if I may defend myself, the scoundrel deserved it. "Oh!" I shriek, though I'm not the one hunched over in pain. "Heavens, are you all right?"
"Am I all right?"
the boy shouts furiously, laying in the gravel path leading up to the house. A warm breeze passes, and I straighten the feather in my hat. Well, I don't really care if he's all right or not. I only ask to regain some sense of politeness. I can't ignore the fact that, violence or no violence, a boy my age and so low in society would never have raised his voice at a lady with a fairer complexion. Then again, a proper lady would never have shoved him. Then again, proper ladies were never described the way he described me. He hadn't said it to me directly, and judging by Mr. Wilson's face when he saw me stop dead behind the cart, I wasn't meant to hear it. I'd been minding my own business, having just managed to slip away from Mrs. Smith's cross-stitching lessons to pick some flowers from her garden for my aunt's table. I'd wanted the quiet time to work out the kinks in my latest short story. One that currently exists only in my mind, but will make a lovely piece if I ever get around to putting pen to paper. Anyway, as I rounded the corner of the house and came upon the fruit delivery wagon, I heard it.
"Such a lovely country estate. And how nice of dear Mrs. Smith to take in some blacks for house training."
House training. As if Cousin Olivia and I are overexcited dogs with bladder issues. See, I couldn't very well ignore that, even as Mr. Wilson awkwardly cleared his throat to end the conversation. The younger Wilson had spun, and with just one look at his face, I found myself overcome with anger. You may imagine me as a fierce heroine if you wish, but it was actually rather clumsy. More so me jabbing my finger at him than a real shove. The boy was even clumsier than I. Quite an accomplishment. And he stumbled backward over a sack of apples and hit the ground. Honestly, it was as much the apples' fault as it was mine. "Stella Sedgwick!" Mrs. Smith screeches behind me, and I reflexively duck as if the sound were a physical object thrown at my head. She scurries out of the house red-faced, her straw-colored hair braided down her back, the skirts of her high-collared day dress bunched up in fists at her sides. I rub my temples. I'd already felt a headache coming on from the tight plaits Aunt Helena had done my hair in, and now this. Mrs. Smith gives me a cold look before turning to Mr. Wilson with the warmest of smiles. "Good afternoon. What's happened here?" Mr. Wilson waves a wrinkled hand gently.
"Nothing at all, ma'am. We'll be on our way."
I furrow my brow. I'm not sure what's compelled Mr. Wilson to defend me. Likely it's nothing to do with me at all, and more that he simply can't be bothered with all this. Or maybe he finds Mrs. Smith as intimidating as the rest of the village. Perhaps he's an old friend of my uncle's, the good pastor, may he rest in peace, and simply pities the orphan girl standing before him. But Wilson's son scrambles to his feet.
"Not true! She pushed me to the ground!"
Mrs. Smith whips to me, her lips in a tight line. Well, he fell. I might have pushed him a little. I don't bother explaining what he said. It wouldn't matter to Mrs. Smith anyway. Blood rises in her cheeks.
"You and your temper!"
Well, I suppose
Sample complete. Ready to continue?